Forza Motorsport is back after 6 years since the last release, so here are some beginner's tips that you need to know before playing. Also, a big thanks to Xbox and Turn 10 who provided me an early access code. As always, let's start off with the career mode, as this is where a lot of players will spend their time before jumping into multiplayer. Like all Forza games, you'll start off with an initial drive, putting you behind the wheel of the two cars in different race events. You can also adjust your settings to how you like them, and I'd definitely recommend looking through them as there are a bunch of new ones that you can change. Once you're done, choose your driver and customize your gear, and then begin the Builders Cup. Before the main tours, you're actually put into an intro series which provides you a starter car and 3 race events to get you used to all of the new features, such as practice laps, which you'll actually have to do before every event, which can be quite handy as it gets you used to the track if you haven't played in a while, as well as some extra car XP by completing all of the laps and the time segments. 3 laps are required for bonus rewards, but if you're not really too bothered about that, you can actually skip the practice laps and get straight into the race event. And before the race, you can also choose your drive tar difficulty, your rule set bonus, challenge the grid, and change your tyres and fuel capacity. Thankfully, you're forced to start from the bottom in career mode with Modern Tour, and once you finish all of the events in the first series, you'll then unlock the next series in Modern Tour, as well as the first series in Enthusiast Tour. You need to finish the entire Modern Tour to unlock the first series of the remaining tours in the Builders Cup, and if you do finish the entire tour, you're actually awarded an exclusive car, which I did miss from my car list video, and there are 6 in total, including the featured tours. The Builders Cup is all about the new leveling system in the game, where you'll select a car that you'll use per series and level it up as you practice and complete the race events. Each month, 2 new tours will be added to single player, with 1 new limited time featured tour and a change to the open class tour in the Builders Cup to keep it fresh. Other modes are also available with free play, rivals and multiplayer, which I'll talk about more later in the video. Rivals is pretty much the same as it's always been, so not much to talk about. Free play, however, has some really awesome features with both quick event setup that gives you a smaller list of options to change around, but the easiest way to get into race events. But if you're looking for more options, I'd recommend going with the advanced event setup, as it's the way to go. I had a quick look over all of the options, and it's actually insane how much you can change compared to previous games, and you can also save event setups if it's something you want to use again. Easily one of the most controversial new features is the car leveling system, and after playing, I now understand why. Every single car in the game starts at level 1 with 50 levels in total, and as you practice or race in both single and multiplayer with your own car, you'll level it up and unlock new performance and visual parts. You'll also receive car points, which are the currency exclusively made to spending on upgrades, meaning you'll only use credits to buy new cars. To begin with, I didn't mind this new leveling system until I looked at it in the long run and realised how much of a grind this is going to be. My current highest ranked car is level 22, which has taken me just over an hour of gameplay to get there. So to get level 50 on one car, it will take you around 2 to 3 hours, and with over 500 cars currently in the game at launch, that's definitely going to be a lot of grinding, and yeah, I feel like it's going to be very long-winded. At the moment, there's no easy way to currently level up a car from level 1 to 50. You'll get a lot of progress just by playing the Builders Cup, free play and multiplayer. I doubt they'll ever change how the leveling system works, but if they did, maybe getting an entire car manufacturer level would be better than an individual car level. However, if I do find an easy way to level up cars, I'll be sure to let you all know. Like always, earning money is pretty straightforward. Simply complete race events and you're awarded a set amount of credits. There's also a bunch of additional ways to earn extra money, such as completing the practice laps before the main event, difficulty, rule set and grid bonus, and the cheesiest one of all, a VIP bonus if you own the DLC. I've only done the first few events in the Builders Cup, so I'd assume you'll gradually earn more credits as you progress. Hopefully, but if not, multiplayer also seems to have a decent payout with a bonus applied to where you finish. 20 tracks completely rebuilt from the ground up with 24-hour day and night cycles, dynamic weather and track evolution, as well as over 500 cars at launch, mainly consisting of a mix between the Motorsport and Horizon series, but a few new to Forza cars have also been added with this game. A big change to the cars is there's no longer an auction house, but they have brought back the option to sell cars, so if you've got any that are unwanted, you can just get rid of them. They've also changed the pricing of all of the current and future cars when you purchase them, overall making the cars cheaper, with the most expensive being the 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko at 450,000 credits. And just like the new tours, more cars and tracks will be added with each monthly update. The driving assist and difficulty settings have now changed so that you can use any driving assist and it will no longer give you a credits boost for using less. Instead, only the difficulty options award you bonus credits. Driver tire difficulty ranging from 1 to 8, making the AI harder but awarding up to 50% bonus credits. Rule set bonus has 3 options of either club, sport or expert, and risk versus reward gives you the option to change your starting position on the grid with a projected finish depending on the other 2 difficulty options. Again, from what I've played, you don't really get that much in terms of a credits bonus, so I just stick it around the middle and always aim for the top 3 to get the complete bonus credit rewards. And lastly, let's go over the basics of multiplayer. Like the Builders Cup, each player is required to complete the qualifier series, a set of 3 introduction race events, all using the same Honda Civic, which is gifted to you for free. Once you join a lobby, you'll be able to run practice laps before the race, but more importantly, set a qualifier lap time to determine where you start on the grid. From my experience, don't change your tyres to soft for any of these race events and stick with medium. I'd also recommend lowering your fuel to just over the set amount of laps to make sure you're getting the best possible lap time. Once you complete the 3 race events, you'll be given an initial safety and skill rating depending on how clean you raced, and unlock access to the rest of the multiplayer with spec and open events. If any of you have played Gran Turismo 7, Forza Motorsport multiplayer is very similar, with scheduled events that change weekly, offering different classes of cars to race with. And as you participate in more race events, your ratings will change and match you with players of a similar skill level, so make sure you're racing clean and fast to get to the top. Players also have the option to create a private multiplayer session which uses the same rules and settings as free play, as well as some multiplayer only settings. Those are a few tips to help you get started in Forza Motorsport. Thanks for watching and consider sticking around for more videos real soon.